Welcome back to Mac Music Review. In this episode, we're looking at the album Solar by nobigdyl. Here is the album cover. Solar is the second major label, I guess, nobigdyl album. It's on Capitol Christian Music Records, which is a huge record company for Christian music. Probably one of, if not the, I don't know if it's the biggest, but they have a few rappers signed. Usually it's not rappers that are on there, but they had nobigdyl. I think this was, his first one with Capitol. It might be his only one with Capitol. And it's a vast improvement over Canopy in absolutely every way. It's got a lot of really bold, creative, and different ideas for a rap album especially. There's a lot of different songs and different styles and different lyrical content. There's a lot to unpack with this album, and so I'm just gonna go track for track because I feel like that's the best way to do this. Let's go. Anime is an absolute anime referenced filled banger. It's the first track on the album. It's under 3 minutes long. A lot of these songs are actually under 3 minutes. This is a very short album, and you know, it's got 12 full-length tracks, but a lot of the songs, like I said, are under 3 minutes, and only one of the songs hits that 4-minute mark, which is Orion, near the end of the album. And so it's none of the songs overstay their welcome. They all feel very succinct, and Orion, which is a little bit longer, justifies its length. But anyway, Anime is a banger. Block Me Back is the worst song in the album, and I like how the worst song is this early on in the track list, because you can kind of get it over with. You kind of say, okay, skip that one, and then get on to the rest of the songs. It's basically a song about relationships, specifically the texting aspect of relationships. It's a little bit cringy. I just don't really like the lyrical content of this one, and the music's not all that interesting. It's kind of fun and upbeat, but it's not doing a whole lot for me. It's not a great track. Bad Motives and Cordial are both very good tracks that really benefit from these guest features. Bad Motives has a hook which is sung by, I think Medicine is the name of the artist, a pretty obscure sounding artist that I've never heard of. And then Cordial has production and I guess backing effects by Weatherman, who worked on Andy Mineo's The Arrow and the Sword, and I absolutely love The Arrow. I'll link that review in the description, one of my very first reviews, and it was my favorite album of 2018. I'll link that description in the video as well. And these songs just benefit so much from this really unique production, specifically with Bad Motives when you get to the hook. And then Cordial, the entire thing just doesn't sound like anything. It doesn't sound like any rap music. It just feels so like out there and weird, and it just, you know, he took a creative risk and it really paid off. It's a really unconventional song and one that just works extremely well. 2018 is a very mild song and one of the worst on the album, I would say, because it's a banger. I would say it's one of those tracks that tries to be a hype song, and it sort of delivers. It's a fun song while it's on, but it's not bringing a whole lot to the table. It is pretty simple. It's just a very mild song that I think is a, you know, it's not a bad song, but it's just, you know, it doesn't hold much of a candle to all the other songs on this album, which are very creative and unique and special, like all the better ones I've mentioned. And then you have Pressure. Pressure is the most low-key song on the album with this hook. I got all this pressure on me, I can't get it off me. I got all this pressure on me, I can't get it off me. I got all this pressure. And dude, it's a comforting song. It is so low-key, it's so chill, it's so laid back, but it's also dealing with this feeling of pressure, and it's just dealing with a serious topic, and just, you know, the lyrics being about something hard, and then just it being so calming and soothing and just low-key and chill. It's so nice with no snares or no generic trap music. It's just a very calm, nice song. nobigdyl teams up with What Up RG once again on the song Be a Man, a song all about toxic masculinity, and it's kind of a banger. It's like if they tried to do a song on toxic masculinity, talking about all the negative aspects of men and how we have to be sexual beasts and we have to own everything with our conquest. Let's get it. You know, that kind of message and mentality. They kind of decry that, and that is a huge thing in rap music. That is such a dominating problem in the lyrics of rap music, and the way they just kind of tackle this head on, really unapologetically, is really nice, and from a Christian perspective is also kind of cool. And you know, What Up RG is good on this one. They complement each other pretty well. They've teamed up before and they've done well on the song Venus on Canopy and a few other times, I believe. But it's a good track. Psycho Heart has the best hook on the entire album. Dude, it is by an uncredited female artist, and she's absolutely amazing at singing. It's so good. It's so good that once the verse starts, you're kind of just wishing the whole song was just the hook, and then that comes back, and you're just like, ugh. But honestly, the verses are good too. The verses aren't bad. It is a love song. It is a love song. That is what this is, with an absolutely fantastic hook. Do not miss this one. The song that follows it is the most serious and dark song in the album, Shadow. It's easily one of the best tracks on the album, possibly the best track. But Psycho Heart is another one of the best tracks. You have a really good 1-2 combo with this. But Shadow deals with some very dark stuff. Really great performance by nobigdyl, really great lyrics, and a really, really, really great production. The production works so well in favor of this song and conveying the darkness of the lyrics and how serious it is. The music just complements the lyrics and gets the message across so well. The last three are Close, Orion, and Enemies. Close is a song that is really good while it's on. It is a good song. I'll say that. It's a good song. It is just kind of forgettable though. I usually forget about it right after I listen to it, or it's hard to, it just doesn't stick with you. But it is a really nice, more serious song on the album that I think just works very well while you're listening to it. It's just not super memorable. Orion is a triumphant, joyful moment where he really just sings his heart out on the hook, and it has this, this long 1-minute outro. I say long, it's long for the album because it's the longest track. There's this outro with like a choir and all these group vocals, and it's just a song that feels triumphant and just joyous in that hook, and it's a moment of release and relief after Shadow, and it's just really nice. And then Enemies is just a fun song. I really don't have much to say about it other than the references he makes to like EXO Tour Life and Drake and everything. All the lyrical name drops and references to other songs. It's a really fun song and a really nice way to end the album because once again, it's just a great feel-good moment. There's a few dips on the album. Block Me Back is a song that I think altogether just kind of falls on its face and doesn't really work. 2018 is just a very mild banger. It's just a song that doesn't bring a whole lot to the table, and the simplicity isn't really helping the song. But it's not a bad song. And then Close is just kind of forgettable. Once again, it's a good song while it's on. Besides that, this is a really creative, fun, interesting rap album with lots of different ideas. It's got songs that are very serious, it's got songs that are very fun and goofy, and it's got a love song, and it's got songs that are bangers. It really is the ambition and reach of it trying to hit every single possible target. He's throwing everything but the kitchen sink. He is throwing absolutely everything he can at the wall, and most of it is sticking. Most of it's sticking. He really does do a good job. He's a very versatile rapper in that he's able to convey all of these different messages, like fun, goofy, feel good, profound and serious, meaningful love song, and a really serious song, and it's all just, it works. It works so well that I'm gonna give the album 4 stars out of 5. It's a good one. This album is a big boy improvement over his last one. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.